Oh, wow. This is pretty nice. How long is it?
You've seen this before.
What?
This is TechLinked.
What's that?
It's a tech news show. You're hosting it.
Tech news show? Like CNN?
You're fired. You're off.
Oh.
Get Linus.
Microsoft is a simple company. It wants nothing more than to have its acquisition of giant gaming publisher Activision Blizzard approved by regulators so it can continue to grow its little near monopoly on popular franchises in peace.
Come on, it's simple.
I know, just give him a break. Sony, naturally, is not on board and has submitted complaints to the UK competition regulator investigating the merger. See, Sony's concerned that Call of Duty players on PlayStation might jump ship, even if Microsoft doesn't make the franchise Xbox exclusive because they wouldn't want to miss out on the types of PlayStation exclusive COD content that Sony offered for years. Content, ooh. Yeah, when Sony does it, it's different.
Yeah.
Microsoft, in turn, complained that Sony is influencing regulators' investigations, and besides, there are over twice as many PlayStation consoles out there than Xboxes, so couldn't Sony afford to lose a few gamers? I mean, they're gamers, Michael. What could they cost? $10? Meanwhile, the CEO of Take-Two weighed in with an interesting point about all of this. He said, Microsoft is an ally of ours, and if this, an ally. And if this makes their business more powerful, we think that's good for us. He said more powerful? In other Microsoft news, the company unveiled 3 new Surface devices this morning. Although the word new there may be doing more work than usual. The biggest development is that the Surface Pro X line is dead, thank God, as a distinct ARM-powered product separate from the mainstream Surface Pros. The new Surface Pro 9 can be configured with an Intel 12th Gen CPU or a Microsoft SQ3 processor, which is, if the SQ1 and SQ2 were any indication, essentially a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8CX Gen 3. Oh, thank God, the Surface Pro X is still alive. Microsoft also unveiled a new Surface Laptop 5, and that new was in brackets because the laptop itself appears almost identical to its predecessor except for an upgraded Intel 12th Gen processors and, sadly, no AMD option like last time. Jonathan Horst might yell at me if I don't mention that there are new colors, so there's new colors.
Oh, it looks different.
They're gorgeous. Don't they have a green color now? Microsoft also updated the internals on the Surface Studio 2 Plus, but only with 11th gen processors. So you can buy a machine with a Core i7-11370H and a laptop RTX 3060 for $4,300 US. If you're someone who just, does things for attention. And Meta held their Connect conference yesterday, aka the awkward party where Zuck tries over an hour to convince you to play VR with him.
Please, it's really good.
This VR is amazing. This guy wants it so bad. His company made a whole new headset called the Quest Pro. And you gotta admit, it's got pretty impressive specs. It's powered by a new Snapdragon XR2 Plus chip, more memory and storage, plus new controllers with cameras of their own. More Zuckerberg cameras in my house now. At a price of $1,500 US though, this thing isn't primarily for gaming. It's being positioned as a work device. As long as you only have 1 to 2 hours of work to do, because that's how long the battery lasts. Is that it? Not convinced? Well, if you accept Mark's offer, he'll throw in a generous bonus of legs for your avatar.
Wow.
But no butt, because that's just to keep you safe. Also, what? Microsoft's back in this episode again? Yeah, they're bringing Teams, Office, Windows, and Xbox Game Pass to the Quest platform, which may make more sense if the rumors about the HoloLens losing Steam are true. I didn't even know you could play Steam on a HoloLens.
Adam, that's not what...
Is it?
Adam, that's not what I...
What do you mean? Is this like a foggy glasses joke?
It was a pun.
Steam on your... Now it's time for the Quick Bits, brought to you by Vessi Footwear, who hates wet socks as much as you do. Well, say goodbye to squelchy socks with Vessi's lightweight, breathable, and water-resistant shoes. Their Dymatex material not only keeps your feet dry, but keeps them warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Comfort is at the forefront of their stretchy design, and so is responsibility. Vessi makes cruelty-free products, so right down to the glue, their shoes are 100% horse-free and vegan. Give yourself a little treat. Click the link below and use the code TechLink to save $25 today. Quick Bits taste great, and they're 0 calories. Unfortunately, no one has ever successfully eaten one. Reviews of the beastly RTX 4090 came out this weekend. Unsurprisingly, for a card bigger than your cat, it's really fast. And you know what's not so fast? The 12GB RTX 4080, which was spotted in new benchmarks released by Nvidia themselves yesterday, showing the pseudo 4070 performing up to 30% slower than its 16GB sibling.
Woo.
It's funny how when you just don't put in the same GPU or and limit the bus width, it's gonna suck.
It's different.
Yeah, but we can just call it 4080 and it's true. It's also only about 10% faster than the RTX 3080, which can currently be found for hundreds of dollars less. The best part about the whole "it's a 4070" thing is that Nvidia doesn't care. They're gonna release the RTX 4040 next, and the website will crash every time you try to order it, and they'll be laughing.
It'll be hilarious. Joke's on you.
Yeah, haha. We don't. Ha.
What?
Intel showed off their newest NUC, designed at TwitchCon, and answered to the question, what is a NUC not a NUC? It's when it's literally just a mini ITX PC. Granted, the chassis is designed to fit Intel's compute element card, which combines the motherboard, CPU, and RAM into one slot, with up to a triple slot GPU below it. Ooh, that's thick. But when I imagine a NUC, I think of a cute little thing. You know, you can fit in my cargo pants so I can walk to the LAN party. Sure, I get weird looks, but Google introduced a number of new Chromebooks yesterday, which the company called the world's first laptops built for cloud gaming, which is another way of saying they suck at running games. And that was rude, because the new models from Acer, Asus, and Lenovo do have refresh rates of 120 Hz, RGB gaming keyboards, and Wi-Fi 6 and 6E, just like other laptops that don't run Chrome OS. The Chromebooks will, kind of hilariously, run NVIDIA's GeForce Now and Xbox Game Pass because they're launching less than 2 weeks after Google killed their own cloud gaming platform. I pray for all the kids whose moms are going to buy these. Oh, and who is it that's crashing the end of this episode but Microsoft again? Oh, they back! And with the news that they're integrating DALL-E 2, AI-powered text-to-image generator, into its new designer web software, and even directly into Bing, and soon directly into human artists. I'm sorry, human artists, but your jobs are in jeopardy from what is essentially the new clip art. You made some cool stuff while you were here, though. Great work. Shout out to Donatello, Leonardo da Vinci, real class acts, but, and we'll give you artists even more praise if you come back on Friday for more tech news. We might say things like, "You're my favorite viewer." Won't that feel good?